Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome to this video. Hopefully this video won't drag too long, but say you're a YouTuber, right? Or a Twitch streamer, it works for both. And you just got an Elgato, one of these nice little doohickeys, Game Capture HD. You love it so much. Maybe you just ordered it, you don't know how to plug it up. I think I'm just going to go over how to do it for the old games, for the Wii, and for the PS4, being as I have all four of them. So I have it plugged in now because I have it plugged in now. Just deal with it. You can see the Wii is on, and the mode I have it set up on now is the mode set up for NES games. Now on the Twitch channel, we are currently trying to stream all the Legend of Zelda games. So as you can see, I bought the original Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. We also have A Link to the Past. But when we were trying to record them, the screen over here would have it. The screen over here would not have it, which doesn't do us any good because there's always a little bit of lag for this screen. Just a little bit, but it's enough to where it would screw you up when you're trying to play live. So we had to figure out a way to get it to work. So I don't have it set up, but you guys should pretty much understand what I'm saying. So I'll just go over it one more time. Sorry if you guys do understand what I'm saying, but basically, when you clicked onto an NES game or an SNES game, you would, like, the game would start, right? It would do its thing. It would be working okay, not like super fantastic or anything. But this screen would just stay black. This screen would have the information on it, so you could actually record. So to fix this problem, basically, what the problem is, if you weren't able to figure it out, is that the old games, when the Elgato is recording it, the input from the composite cable, when it sends it to the Elgato sends the output that's supposed to go back to the TV, but certain TVs don't have that signal strength, basically. Not signal strength, I don't know what the term is, but it won't pop up on the screen. That's why it'll pop up over here, because this is the direct signal, kind of. This one isn't. So, like, again, this isn't like the hardcore 100% facts of it, because, you know, I don't have the 100% hardcore facts of it, but I figured this was probably the easiest way to explain it. So, to fix this problem, you have to get one of these things. Now, hopefully, I can flip it upside down. It's called a Mini AV2 HDMI. It's a UP scaler, 1080p. I bought one on Amazon for literally $17, people. So if you're having this issue, you buy one of these. Over here, you can see and choose what kind of pixel strength you want it to go on, which is basically, you know, 720 is lower, 1080 is higher. No duh, you guys should know this by now, especially if you're trying to stream. But I figured part of this would be, for one, you know, the way that I have this set up is the USB plugs straight into my computer, because I have an extra USB port over there. I don't know if it shows up well, but that way I can plug the mic in, so when it's streaming, it can actually pick up the mic, and it can also power this, because that's how this gets the power. The component cables that are from the back of the Wii, or NES or SNES, go straight into the Mini on the input side. Make sure it's in the input side. From my understanding, there are devices like this that are just the invert, where it's HDMI is the input, and then the component cable is the output. I guess for people who don't have HD TVs in 2017, I guess those people exist. But yeah, the output, obviously, you know, it's the HDMI to HDMI plug, which you plug into the input of the Elgato, which I would assume you understand how the Elgato Game Capture HD works. If you're watching this video, if you don't, feel free to comment. I'll try my best to explain it. For this, we got the these are the outputs. So this one plugs into that side of the computer. This wire right here, you can see it adjusting it a little bit. And this one goes into the back of the TV. Lucky for me, my TV has 3 HD ports, so there's never an issue of, oh god, it's not getting what I need. Right now I have my PS4 hooked up, the cable hooked up, and then the Game Capture HD hooked up. That way, nothing ever has to unhook. This is why I think the laptop works better for this. I mean, a computer that you could just set up in your room would probably work out better, but I feel like most people don't have it. This is a good time to show you guys the lag. You know, this one's still showing Zelda. This one started moving a good few seconds beforehand. Sorry if I'm rambling and it doesn't make much sense. For your settings, for on here, what I have it under, I don't know if it's going to pop up, is I have it under Input Device Other, which is the same thing you'd have it under if you were recording your Wii, your regular Wii, because Wii U is in there. But for video input, you put it under HDMI. If you don't, it's not going to pop up. And a key thing to keep in mind is when I did this first time, I didn't realize you actually have to put the audio input to HDMI audio as well. The rest of the settings I don't mess with. I mean, it's your guys' call. If you want to mess with it, then you mess with it, but I'm not about that life. Which, you know, that's fine. So that's how you get it to work for the NES and SNES games. The only reason I'm really doing this is because when I was looking for a video for this, I kept not finding a video for this. So I figure if you guys are looking for a video for this, then I got you, fam. For when it's just a Wii game, it's a lot simpler. And this was part of the reason because we're not recording the original Legend of Zelda or Link to the Past yet, or Zelda 2 actually. So I'm about to unplug it and set it up to where we can record just straight Wii, because I don't really like it having another step in the process. I'm sure it isn't an issue, but that's just how I feel about it. Seems like an extra step, extra wires kind of hanging around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug the HDMI in, because we're going to get rid of the mini, so we don't really need the HDMI in. So we can remove that, thank goodness, which is one less obnoxious wire hanging around. We can unplug the power cable for the mini. Then we're going to unplug these, and plug them into this thing. I'm pretty certain it came in the box with the Elgato, so if you don't have one, I'm assuming they're available online, probably for relatively cheap. But if you do have them, well, here's how you do this. So the issue I had for a while was I didn't realize which way they went in. Sorry for the insane close-up on my finger. I'm trying to figure out a way to plug this in where you guys can actually see. So, the weird thing is, this part actually, you see how it's got the white and the red? The white and red go in there, which is just because this part is for the audio. I don't know why they do this, and I want to say, because then we have the yellow, which is the video, which is obviously the most important part. I mean, the audio, yeah, it's important, but the video is more important, because you can always play a game without video. You can't really play a game without video, actually. My bad, I goofed that expression up. So I want to say the yellow goes straight into the red. I don't know why they do that, but, you know, they're weird. And then you plug it in just like you plug in any other cable. You find the male, you find the female, you plug them in. So see, it goes in that slot. So now we have it hooked back up. Now, the issue right now, as you can see, it says no signal, because it's still expecting HDMI signal. We have to actually go into the settings again and change them. I would assume maybe profile is how you get it to, because there's an option profile. I would assume you can save in settings so that way you don't have to do all this crap, but I don't know about that. So you just go back down to component cable in the video input area. I want to say it's component. It might be composite, actually. I think I click under composite. Yeah. And now, I don't know if you can see, but didn't mean to zoom in, meant to zoom out. We got one moment, please. And now it's got it over there. And part of the appeal for me doing this, okay, it adjusts analog audio for us. So we're going to save that. And remember when I started this video and I said we were trying to record NES games and it wouldn't work? Well, here's what it would do, okay? You see the Elgato Game Capture HD software actually has the game up. It's still going. This isn't rerun footage. This is new footage. The TV screen itself just says no signal. So this was the original problem we faced, and man, it bummed me the hell out. But it's weird because if you hit the home button, I think the Wiimote's off, so you hit the home button, and and you can still see it in the background, which is why I was really confused. I figured maybe Nintendo was smart, but maybe they were smart enough to realize that, holy crap, we can set it up to where they can't record. But no, they are not. So as you can see, we have the Wii working. Because when we were at that menu, with the new plug set up, we managed to have it working. So now we can go on and, for instance, we can start up Ocarina of Time, if that was what we wanted to do. Or, I think all these games are Paper Mario. We'd start Paper Mario. Or Majora's Mask. Or whatever the fuck game we wanted to start up next. There's also the disc channel. You guys know how the Wii works. The system's old as hell. But yeah, that's how you do that. And I'm not going to physically show you guys setting up the PS4. But it's really simple. So you take the audio cord that's coming out of the PS4 or the PS3. I want to say it works with both. And it's going to be the HDMI to HDMI plug. So you plug one end into the PS4/3, you plug the other end in where it says HDMI in. See it? Yeah. This camera is actually pretty nice, I think. Then it's basically the same setup again. Basically the only thing that ever changes is the input. Because like right now I'm able to just leave it in. You know, it's plugged in, my computer's right there. You know, TV's right here. This is like my entire life station right here. So I don't ever actually have to unplug it. It's great. I'll never have to stop recording. It never ends. But yeah, the only thing is, obviously, just like when we switched from the mini converter to the regular Wii, we do have to go in here and the options for that. Input device, you'd hit PS4 or PS3, and then of course you'd change it from composite to HDMI. And again, remember, you gotta change the audio input. Then with the settings, the other settings I don't really mess with. I know personally my computer, I don't know if it just can't handle the large ass files and the strength from the PS4 itself. So I've been fidgeting around lowering the quality. Because really, like, I'm sure some people will notice, but most people won't notice if you adjust this quality bar. I don't know why they even have it, to be honest. It seems kind of pointless, but it prevents it from skipping a lot. Maybe it's pixels per frame, well, frames per second or whatever. Yeah, FPS. So, yeah, because you can see we got it set to do 60 frames per second, which, you know, isn't that bad. But yeah, hopefully you guys don't have any questions. If you do, of course, I'm always available to read your questions and see if I can answer them. If I can, I'll probably fidget around, try to figure it out. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out our stream, because every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday from 6 p.m. to whenever we feel like stopping, we're playing Legend of Zelda. We completed Ocarina of Time. We're about finished Majora's Mask. The game froze and crashed when we were at the end. And we're working on Wind Waker right now. We'll be going back to Majora's Mask. That's why Wind Waker is actually the disc that's in. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Subscribe to this channel, because obviously if you ask a question and I'm like, I don't know how to fix it, but I figure it out and put it in a video, and then you're not subscribed, you won't know. So just subscribe, guys. If you stuck around for this long, I deserve that subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Share this video with your friends if your friends are also streamers and they need advice. And yeah, thanks for watching.